Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh, and good day to Dr. Surani and Dr. Rusliza. My name is Farzana sph5422 and I am a PhD Public Health student from Community Health Department, FMHS UPM. Today, I would like to discuss on a published paper with the title of Social Determinants of Psychiatric Mobility Among Malaysian Children. This study has been conducted by Ali Adli et al. From Faculty of Medicine, Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia and Universiti Malaysia Sabah. The journal is the Malaysian-Japan Model on Technology Partnership and in 2013. Before I go further, I just want to show you the picture of the children that having the psychiatric mobility. For the layout of presentation, it consists of summary of the study, introduction, study objective, setting and design material and method, finding of the study, association between social determinant factor with psychiatric mobility children and discussion, conclusion and reference. Summary of the study. Psychiatric mobility in children population between the age of 5 and 15 years in Malaysia is noted to be 20.3%. This is from 3rd National Health and Mobility Survey 2006. 240 school children and adolescents between 5 and 16 years of age answered the reported question for children to assess their children's mental health. There were 102 children with childhood psychiatric mobility, with a higher prevalence among female. In the association with social determinants, the respondent ethnicity, Indian were found to be afflicted the most, followed by Bajaus and Dusun. There was also a significant association between the caretakers' marital status to caseness. The financial status of caretakers and sound pollution have significant roles in contributing to the prevalence of childhood psychiatric mobility. Health behavior and number of children per household were also significantly associated with children suffering from psychiatric mobility. The introduction. According to WHO, the social determinants of health are the conditions in which people are born, grow, live, work, and age. The circumstances are shaped by the distribution of money, power, and resources at global, national, and local level. The social determinants of health are most responsible for health inequalities, the unfair and avoidable difference in health status seen within and between countries. Social determinants of health also termed as the causes of the risk factor that expose an individual to a disorder or disease. Children's psychiatric mobility has become a topic of great interest under the perspective of health disparities. According to Costello et al. 2003, the world is experiencing tremendous growth in the children's psychiatric epidemiology over the past 20 years. In Malaysia, psychiatric mobility is one of the top 5 burden of disease in our society, with the overall prevalence of 48.1% of adult population having some form of psychiatric mobility. The psychiatric mobility in Malaysian children between the age of 5 and 15 is noted to be 20.3% from the same report. The study from Mumbai, India indicate the prevalence of psychiatric mobility among children between the age of 5 to 14 years is noted to be 14.8%. Despite the worrying accentuation of this problem in Malaysia, the mental health service available for children have lagged behind when compared to those for adults. Besides, many parents are still unaware of this problem and remain reluctant to attend their children to the service. The social determinants of psychiatric mobility among children provide alternative ways in explaining the phenomenon. The social determinants include family environment, economic hardship, and education level of caregiver. These social determinants are able to pose an inequality, particularly to the disadvantaged social group when compared with advantaged social group. There is a strong association between socio-economic status and psychiatric distress, as Socio-economic status influence the social support and social capital, which are also social determinants of health. In Malaysia, children in a family with lower income are more likely to have psychiatric mobility. Family environment include the marital status and increasing numbers of siblings. The study objective. This study was conducted to review the prevalence and to identify the social determinants of psychiatric mobility among children in Malaysia. Setting and design. Cross-sectional study carried out from April 2012 to June 2012. Study population include 240 school children and adolescents aged between 5 and 16 years. Participants were studying in the primary and secondary levels, either in government or private school in various states of Malaysia, from the state of Penang, Selangor, Federal Territory of Kuala Lumpur, and Sabah. These states were selected as each state has different backgrounds and different social settings. The material and methods. Participants for the study were chosen based on universal sampling. Ethical clearance for the study was obtained from Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia Medical Centre, UKMMC, and permission to conduct the study at the school was obtained from the Ministry of Education. The questionnaire. The questionnaire is completed by the caretakers of the children. It includes socio-demographic data, social determinants, and the reported questionnaire for children, RQC. The RQC is a validated 10-item questionnaire used as a tool to assess children's mental health. Score of 1 and above indicates psychiatric mobility. The score is modified by the researcher of the Malaysian Health and Mobility Survey 2006 to include 2 additional questions to assess hyperactivity and inability to concentrate. All quantitative data were recorded in Microsoft Excel. Before analysis, data were checked to ensure consistency. The dependent variable is children's psychiatric mobility and the independent variable is social determinant factor. Chi-square test and t-test were used to obtain the association between prevalence of children's psychiatric mobility and the respective social determinant factor. At alpha levels of 0.05 was used to statistical test indicate percent of association and 0.01 showing very significant levels of association with the confidence level of 95%. All computation of data was made using SPSS version 17. Findings of the study. The social demographic details of the respondent. 240 Malaysian children and their parents were involved in this study. The individual factor characteristic or gender. The male have 35.8% and the female have 60.8%. For the ethnicity, Malay with 20.4%, Chinese with 37.5%, Indian with 10%, Kadazan with 9.6%, Dusun with 3.3%, Bajau 5.8%, others 9.6%, and multi-ethnic 0.8%. For the family factors characteristic, caretakers marital status or single parents have 2.9%. For the married marital status, 91.7%. For the divorce, 1.7%. For the widow, 1.3%. And staying together, 2.1%. For the caretaker's highest level of education, it's shown by the diagram. primary school 5%, lower secondary school 15%, upper secondary school 32%, vocational school 3%, tertiary education 43%, and others 3%. For the caretaker's occupation, for the government servant have 32%, private 34%, self-employed 20%, others 10%, unemployed 4%, and retired 0%. For the caretaker's average family income per month, it shows the highest one is from the range of RM 1000 to RM 1999%, which is 16.7%, and followed by the income per month of RM 2000 to 2999 with 14.6%. For the cultural continuity, we show that celebration of traditional festival at home can get 48% and teaching of mother tongue 52%. For the health behavior, the recent illness of respondents in the past 2 weeks has shown that with a percent of 11.7%, follow ability to seek medical treatment with 70% and presence of chronic illness 2.1%. For the area of residence, it shows that squatters area 9.2%, rural area 6.7%, suburban area 15.8%, and urban area 67.5%. For the physical environment, clean water supply 69%, air pollution 15%, and sound pollution 16%. Type of school: national school 57%, vernacular school 42%, and private school 1%. The community infrastructure, which is safety 57% and playground nearby 43%. The prevalence of psychiatric morbidity. For the score of 1 and above of RQC, which is showing the psychiatric morbidity, is 42.5%, and score of 0 of RQC is 57.5%. Okay, I would like to show the association between social determinant factor with psychiatric morbidity in children. Number 1, the ethnicity. This table presents the significant association between respondent ethnicity with psychiatric morbidity in children. Indians were found to be affected the most, followed by Bajau and Dusun. In this study, for the ethnicity group, the Indian community is more exposed to psychiatric morbidity. This is most probably due to the stratification of socioeconomic status in Malaysia, whereby the Indian community, which is the minority race when compared with the Malays and Chinese, generally tend to have a lower socioeconomic status, educational level, and family income in the Malaysian society. Besides that, the study from California, USA by Busing et al. 2003 reported that African American, Asian Pacific, Islander, and Latino youth have higher rates of unmet mental health needs and lower rates of treatment adjusted for need compared to white. One reason may be more stigma-related barriers to care and negative expectation regarding treatment. Stigma involves both fear of the labeling effect for the children and parents' fear of being blamed, removed and stigmatized for causing mental health problems. Other culture-related barriers to treatment include problems with engagement and retention in treatment, limited availability in linguistically competent providers, and culturally ethnic-specific providers. Number 2, the caretaker's marital status. There is a significant association between caretakers' marital status with psychiatric mobility children. Those caregivers staying together all of the children were found to suffer from some form of psychological mobility. There is 75% of children growing under divorced parents and 71.4% raised by single parents were also reported with mental health problems. Discussion for the caretaker's marital status. This study revealed that caretaker's marital status is significantly associated with children's psychiatric mobility. The highest number of psychologically morbid children is found to be those staying with cohabiting caretakers. Several studies have shown that children living in a single mother homes are at increased risk for a range of problems, including emotional and behavioral problems. According to Achenbach et al. 1991 reported that children with higher score of internalizing and externalizing problems were more likely to have single, separate, and divorced parents and parents who were receiving public assistance. Number 3, the income class. There is a significant association between caretakers' income class with psychiatric mobility children with prevalent increase as the income class descends. The income class is classified according to the National Statistical Department criteria. This study showed there is a significant association between income class with children's psychiatric mobility. This problem occurs because when they are in lower socioeconomic status and income, it may create stress within a household and this resulting in a non-conducive environment for the children and can lead to psychiatric problems. According to McLeod et al., the low socioeconomic status particularly increased risk not only for childhood externalizing problems such as disobedience, impulsivity, and relationship difficulty, but also for internalizing problems. The caretaker's average family income might. The financial status of caregivers has a significant role with the prevalence of psychiatric mobility children. An average monthly income of RM700 and 999 was seen to be positively associated with children with psychiatric mobility. The study also revealed that low financial status is significantly associated with childhood psychiatric mobility. Their mental health conditions are found to be negatively affected with decreasing financial capability. Financially restricted family is usually associated with lowly educated parents, whereby the lack of knowledge and awareness in terms of children's health, together with financial constraints, might impede the child with psychological problems from getting proper treatment. The number of children per household. It was also found that the number of children per household was significantly associated with children suffering from psychiatric mobility. In this study also identified family dimension as a significant factor for psychiatric mobility among children. The more number of children per household, the more higher risk children suffering psychiatric problems. This is probably due to relative lack of attention paid to them in the absence of the sibling. Thus, they might have been emotionally depleted. According to Falsi 2001 and Singh 2009, they found that adolescent students belonging to nuclear family were more prone to psychosocial dysfunction compared to the students from a non-nuclear family structure. Most of the parents from nuclear family may not have been able to spend their quality time with their children, resulting in their adolescents being deprived of proper parenthood and counseling. This study also has observed that some demographic data and social determinants play no significant role on the prevalence. These include age group of respondents, area of residence, type of school and education levels, social exclusion, caretakers' age, education levels, and occupation, and health-seeking behavior. For the conclusion, this article reported an alarming situation of psychiatric mobility among children in Malaysia. Therefore, determining the social determinant can help to reveal the causes of health disparities so that appropriate solution can be designed to solve this major world problem. To address the mental health inequality among Malaysian children, a multi-level approach to this issue influenced by two main socioeconomic status and ethnicity, as well as the perception of the disease should be proposed. There are four main solutions which are to elevate socioeconomic status of high-risk population, improve access and use of psychiatric management, improve screening program and community intervention program, as well as improve awareness, subsequently reducing social stigmatization and fear. This is my reference. This is some of the pictures that show the 10 ways to promote good mental health and well-being in kids, and some of the quotes regarding the mental health. Mental health is just as important as physical health, remember that. If you are physically sick, you can elicit the interest of a veterinary or physician. But if you are mentally sick, you are lucky if the charity comes around. So that's all from my presentation. Jazakallahu khair. Thank you.